Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and we're here at the Mani Ramjan Stadium. It's All-Star Sunday, and as we see the officials, they are meeting the players. My guest today is a man with a lot of accolades. It's Dr. Alvin Henderson. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon to all our viewers and listeners, wherever they may be. This is an important day in the lives of some of these young men. It may determine their futures on some occasions, and it's a great occasion for us to be here after the first Field of Dreams All-Star game, which was held last year.
Starting lineups for South, we have Levi Fernandez in goal, Daniel Hospitalis and Panto will be at the back with Frontin and Foster. In midfield, we have Alexander, Jackie, and Williams. And the forwards for South will be Ramdeen, Boney, and Shipley. I think Boney was second top goal scorer today.
He had an outstanding year with St. Benedict, somebody I know you're probably very familiar with, and having coached him in the past. And I thought that St. Benedict's did reasonably well this year. A lot of hard work had been done under your tutelage, and I know that Carrington has carried it on the work, but there's still a lot to be done at St. Benedict's for them to still be one of the key players in the College League and the SSFL in future.
Definitely. St. Benedict's is back up the ladder from where they were to where they are now. I think it's a great achievement, and you know, let's hope that things continue like that in the future. The starting lineup for North, we have Poon Lewis in goal, Thomas, Stokes, Sween, and Jacob at the back. In midfield, we have Bonaparte, Coyat, and Nanton. St. Rose leading the attack. Spicer and Chase are the two wide forwards. Awaiting the kickoff, and that's it. South coming forward, that's with Jackie. He goes outside left, that's Frontin. Frontin takes, he looks forward, he's going to play a long one. He's looking for, it seems to be, is it Ramdeen? No, it's not Ramdeen. Ramdeen has it now. Ramdeen turns back, he goes back to Frontin. Frontin plays inside to Jackie. Jackie plays one to Ramdeen again. Ramdeen turns. Nice skill there from Ramdeen. It plays outside to Frontin. It's Ramdeen again. Ramdeen delaying on it a bit and loses out. Is it a foul? No, it's not. And he plays back to Hospitalis. Hospitalis, that's the presentation captain. He plays to Panto. Panto signaling to his right back to get forward. Foster plays inside to Jackie again. This kid Jackie, Doctor, neat little player. Neat little player. I think he can actually get a call to the senior national team.
I didn't think he played in his position with the under-20 team, but
no, he didn't.
He thoroughly deserved a call up to the under-20 team, and he's not far from senior selection if he continues on that path.
I looking at him, he seems to play really well in that defensive midfield position. Here he is on the ball again, playing a short one to Hospitalis. Hospitalis wants to go back to Hernandez. Fernandez, he plays to Panto. Panto looking forward, looking for something to play there. That's Boney. Boney takes it nicely. Plays Alexander. Alexander, a.k.a. Hulk, had a good season for presentation this year also.
Yes, he did. Presentation had players all throughout their spine, from the goalkeeper all the way up. I think they lacked a goal scoring forward of real quality, and as a result, that didn't give them the advantage in a lot of the games that they should have had.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing. Presentation College lacked that cutting edge in the front, and as a result, they drew too many games. I didn't think it was a case of them actually losing to Naps that cost the title. I thought that the Fatima draw and the draw at Saint-Ouen cost them the title. They didn't end the season too well, and we see North going forward there. That was Nanton. Poor pass from Nanton. It's in defense here now with, this is Jacob. Jacob plays to Thomas. Thomas going across the defense to Stokes. Stokes Wants to play in midfield there to Bonaparte. Bonaparte losing it to Ramdeen. Ramdeen plays front in looking for support. Plays back to Jackie. Jackie always seems to be well positioned, Alvin.
Yes, he has a knack for finding space so that he's always available. We have seen the Chelsea, two Chelsea players, now Jorginho, and previously the Chelsea middle midfielder play that position to the max. It's a position that needs a lot of thought, a lot of being able to read the situation, and Jackie seems to be one that has the ability to do so.
Yeah, and definitely we don't want him getting caught in possession. He's very neat in possession. There he goes again, almost getting caught, but being able to keep the ball. One there from that's Alexander, aka Hulk. It's here with Spicer. Spicer robbed of it by Riley. Riley plays back to Pantor. Pantor looking to go over the top to Riley again, and it's read very neatly by Thomas. Thomas plays it into touch. It's a throw in for South. Not the quick start that we would have liked, but nevertheless, good possession from the South
as
team.
well. I think both teams are very cagey. It's quite a hot day, and they're cagey, and everybody wants to put on their best foot forward, not to give away the ball. I would like to see a little more pressure being put on players so that they have to play a little quicker, make the game a little more exciting for us.
Foster throwing back to Pantor. Pantor playing across his defense. It's a little dangerous, but Hospitales cleans it up and playing back to Fernandez. Fernandez, good season for Naparima in goal also.
Yes, he had a better season than his previous years. He's been there quite a while, for at least 3 years. He was part of the 2015 Triple Championship. So, yes, he had a very good year and a very good year as captain as well. Here comes Nanton of St. Mary's. He's been there quite a few years himself, and they expected a lot from him. Didn't quite come up to par, in my opinion.
And this is Sween. Sween looking wide for Chase. Chase, I think they call Chase the volley man from San Juan. I scored about 5 or 6 volleys for the season.
Yeah, I like the looks of Chase, technically gifted player. I like him playing both on either wing, left and right. He has a good eye for a pass and has good technical skill to carry it out.
Well, he has the finish, so definitely this is Thomas. Thomas playing back to the keeper, Poon Lewis. Poon Lewis playing back to Thomas. Slow methodical build up. Thomas goes long. He's looking for St. Rose. St. Rose tried it. Okay, it's a foul call by the referee. Hospitales on St. Rose. It's with North. It's with Stokes. Stokes coming across the half line looking to play forward. He plays forwards into St. Rose. This is Koyat. That midfield for North, a lot of interchanging, Alvin. A lot of interchanging.
Well, a number of them are quite senior. Both Bonaparte and Koyat were on the under-20 team as well. And they should have been playing with each other on that under-20 team. And Nanton himself is a senior player at this level, so we should expect them to be able to interchange freely.
Well, it's Bonaparte on the ball with Thomas. Are they going to go for goal? What are they going to do? And it's a well-hit shot. Good test there for Fernandez.
Yes, Thomas is one of the players who impressed me a lot, and not only in the intercall run-up to the final, but all season. He has been the stalwart at the back for the San Juan team, and he can be a defender of the future if he continues his progress.
Well, he has a good shot on him as we saw, so corner for North. It looks to be going at the first post and doesn't beat that man first post, and Pantor tries to clear. It's up in the air. It's still not cleared yet. It's wide here with Chase, and nobody to get on the end of it. And Fernandez starts a quick one with Ramdeen. Ramdeen showing his speed, and he keeps it in play. Yes, Ramdeen dribbles one, he gets inside, and he's in the box. And that final ball, and good save there from Poon Lewis at his first post.
I don't think he got a touch. At least the referee doesn't think he got one.
So, thought it would have been a corner. It's a back kick, but Ramdeen showing his speed and his skill there.
Ramdeen has traits that you'd love as a forward. He's very elusive, good change of pace, good left foot. A little bit inconsistent as a young player, but that's expected at this age. I think he'll blossom into be an outstanding forward for Trinidad and Tobago as we go forward.
Can only get better, Alvin. And that's Riley trying to get one into Hulk. Hulk not able to get on the end of it. That's Boney. It's a bit tussly backs and forwards. Okay, now it's with Koyat. Koyat. Foster cleans it up, and it's a throw-in for North. That North midfield looks very, very sharp, Alvin.
Yes,
Three very, very nice, neat players in that midfield.
Yes, and they have some wide help with both Spicer and Chase, who are quality players themselves. So we should see quite a bit from them going forward.
Let's hope they settle down. And that's Williams, aka I think they call him the Young Latters, the number 11, and trying to get that ball forward. It's not going forward. It's Riley playing into Williams. Williams drops for Hulk, for Alexander, and it's that nice, neat footwork there from Koyat again. A bit backs and forwards, Alvin, in that midfield, don't you think?
Well, both teams are fighting for control, fighting for possession. It's still early yet, and we haven't seen a true pattern to the game as well.
Thomas playing a ball forward, trying to get St. Rose into the game. Foul there again by Hospitales. That's the second foul from Hospitales. Apparently Hospitales is having a handful there with St. Rose.
Well, I've always felt Hospitales, to me, plays better in the midfield. This year, because of necessity, he played in presentations defense, but I like to see him play in a similar position to where Jackie is, or play in the number 6 position in midfield. I see he had to play in defense. The school needed him there, and he did quite a good job as well.
Well, presentation last year champions coming in with the runners-up prize this year. Free kick again for North, Alvin, and it looks to be Thomas on the ball again. He just had a sighter, so let's see if this one can nestle in the back of the net.
Well, if things are going well, why change them? I wouldn't change them. Let's see what he can do. Or maybe we might have someone else. I would go with Thomas again.
Well, it's Bonaparte on Thomas, and leaves it for Bonaparte. Simple for Fernandez again. Fernandez, good position and good use of the feet, trying to set Ramdeen free and throwing for North on that far touchline. Throw in there with Sween. It's with Bonaparte. Bonaparte fighting for it. Back to Sween. Sween playing it out of touch. Good pressure there from South, and throw in for South. Fronting throwing for Jackie. Jackie playing one to Fronting. Back to Jackie. Hospitales to Panto. Panto with loads of space. Foster looking to play Jackie. Played a short one. Jackie dealt with it pretty well. Hospitales on it now, looking to play forward, and it goes into, that would have been Boney. Ramdeen again with those quick feet. Yes, crossovers, and another glimpse of skill there from Ramdeen, Alvin.
Yes, when you reach in these attacking positions, attacking third, it's very important that sometimes you take on the defenders. Free kicks earned in and around the box can also give you goals.
Well, Ramdeen is the lone man behind the ball, and he scored about 2 or 3 free kicks this season, Alvin. Let's see.
Yes, I saw a couple live, and let's see what he has now.
It's straight to Poon Lewis, no problem whatsoever.
It was a little far out for a direct shot on goal, but
and it lacked the power.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it lacked the power. Poon Lewis trying to play long, taken there by Hospitalis. Hospitalis trying to bring Ramdin into it, not able to. This is Koyat. Koyat too short. Bonaparte very, 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 very tight and scruffy in that midfield there, Alvin. Very,
yes,
very tight.
And this is what I would like to see, because that is how you tell if a player has real quality. Can he demonstrate his skill while
in those tight situations?
When he's under pressure.
Yes.
That's what the coaches want to see.
Most definitely. It's Jackie again going forward, looking to play into Boney. Boney doesn't keep it well, and he fights for it. Referee says South is in possession. It's going to be a throw for South. This is Foster throwing to Alexander. Alexander screening it with those big legs and that big body into Jackie. Jackie back to Hospitalis. Hospitalis with loads of room, looking to go over the top to Boney. Very well read there by Stokes. Williams putting Thomas under pressure. Thomas coming out the victor. And it's with Nanton. Nanton to Spicer. Spicer inside to Bonaparte. Bonaparte, loads of space, playing to St. Rose. St. Rose back to Nanton. No, it's cut out there by Hospitalis. Panto all the way back to Fernandez. Fernandez to Panto. Very slow build-up, Alvin.
Yes, Panto is somebody that can handle the ball well at the back of the field. The midfield movement needs we need to see a little bit more midfield movement from the South people very early.
From the South team. This is Nanton. Not able to hold on to it, but as you say, a lot of movement in that midfield from that North team. There's Nanton out wide. So throw in from Foster. Foster, I think a bad choice, but nevertheless, it's a throw in for North. Jacob throws to Nanton again. Foul, says the referee, and it's a free kick for South Stars.
I don't know how successful South would be with some of these long balls that we're seeing here, because there are two big men in the back there who had the ball well. Stokes coming out of QRC's captain.
And Thomas.
And Thomas, and both of them are excellent headers of the ball. And with the likes of Ramdin and Boney, I don't know how much room they're going to be able to get with those long balls go over the top.
That's a very good observation, Doc. And it's with Foster. Foster trying to bring Riley into the game. Riley's been out of it for a while. Foster trying to play over the top into Boney. Boney plays it down one to Alexander. Not able to hold on to it. And it's back with Spicer. Spicer holding on to it really well. Nice pass there to Jacob. Jacob looking for a crossfield ball, and easy for Fernandez. Well, I don't think the coaches had much time to prepare these teams as to give them any identity. But we must say that Coach Angus Eve and Jerry Moore has done a fantastic job this season.
Yes, both those coaches, they may not have had the best teams in the competition, but they had great success with the teams that they had, and it shows that their tactics came out on top a lot of the times when they may not have had the best technical players on the field.
A lot of experience from both coaches at this level. It's with Foster for South. Driving into midfield, playing Jackie. Jackie always seems to be free, Doc. Always seems to be free. He's playing wide to Frontin. Frontin not able to hold on to it. I think it was a bit heavy from Jackie, but a throw in for North on the far side, and it's going to be thrown by Sween. Sween trying to bring Chase into it.
But it's nice to see Fontaine getting forward from that position so that they can overload the defense, because coming through the middle is going to be tough against these two big men from the North team.
As we see Panto chasing this one, looking to play, that's Riley. Riley coming back deep for it. Tries to play Foster. Foster not able to hold on to it. This is Spicer. Spicer showing some tricks. Back to Jacob. Jacob plays Stokes. A little soft, but it's cleaned up by Poon Lewis, who plays Thomas. Thomas has loads of space. Not a good pass there from Thomas.
No, his midfield has been playing quite well. He should continue to service them and give them the ball.
If it's not broken, don't try to fix it. And the man in this midfield here, this Koyat and Nanton, finding loads of space to play in. Very, very mobile. As we can see, this is Nanton on the ball again. Goes back to Thomas. Thomas plays back to his goalkeeper, Poon Lewis. Poon Lewis with loads of space to come forward. He's playing way out of his box, Alvin.
Yes.
Look at where Poon Lewis is.
Yes, well, the modern goalkeeper has to be able to contribute with his feet a lot, and he's one of the keepers.
Can we get something here? And it's Riley with a cross. Not a good cross, and it's a corner for South.
He's one of the keepers who has shown this year at QRC that he has the ability to come out and play with his feet. We expect a lot from him in the future.
Short corner taken by Riley and Ramdin. Ramdin fall there, and Spicer all the way back, giving up the free kick to South. Good position for a nice in swinger, Alvin.
Yes, especially with a left foot as clinical as Ramdin's is. Let's see, we've talked him about quite a bit. Let's see if he now can contribute.
Ramdin setting himself. Not bad at all, Alvin, and I think there were two men free at the last post there. That was Thomas. Thomas throwing himself to cut that out.
In fact, I thought one of those men should have at least been attacking the ball in middle of the 6-yard box.
Just before the defender.
Yes.
Ramdin again with that in swinger. It's easy for Poon Lewis.
Didn't quite see how he got fouled there.
Well, there's a player down.
I don't know if it's a foul or he just got hit incidentally, but he seemed to drop immediately, and the referee was so concerned that he stopped the game right away.
Well, he's holding his face. It seems to be. Is it Hospitalis? Well, the game has stopped, and Hospitalis is getting some treatment.
It's a good time for the players to refresh themselves in this hot afternoon here, and for the coaches to get a few words in, because, as you said, the coaches have not been with these group of players long, and it's important that they get their ideas across while the game is going on as well, so that the quality of the game can improve.
Well, the game has restarted, and this is Stokes. Stokes playing Jacob. Jacob able to turn, look forward, trying to go into, that would be St. Rose, and it's cut out there at the back. Jackie with those quick feet, driving into space. It's not being allowed to pass there by Koyat. Koyat says, if the ball passes, you won't pass.
Well, they know each other well from national team duty, so he's done the right thing on this occasion.
Front in to Williams. Williams back to Hospitalis. Hospitalis to Panto. To Alexander. Alexander back to Panto. That ball now has become a trademark ball. That long ball into Boney.
Yes, they've tried it a little too often, in my opinion. He hasn't freed himself up in and separated himself enough yet for the long ball to come. I would like to see it played from a little further in, up into the middle of the field, rather than from deep in defense as they've been doing.
I personally think that the long ball is a little too high for Boney. Boney doesn't have that height. I think it's a little too high for him, and it gives the defender the advantage. There we have it again. Ramdeen is taking it under control, trying to flick it over the head of, that would be Koyat. Spicer. Koyat again, going outside to Nanton. Nanton coming across his man. And we have Chase playing it wide to St. Rose. And that final ball, Alvin, that final ball.
Yes, he was in a good position there. They had gone behind the defense. When you get into those positions, it's important that you bring a quality ball across the goal.
We didn't see it. There were three red shirts in the penalty area at that time.
Yes, you don't get into those positions often, and you have to bring quality balls across the face of the goal so that you can create chances.
It's with South. Hospitalis turning, looking forward. Fronting, a short one there to Jackie. Jackie turns.
Jackie again in space, has done very well in changing the point of attack.
Alexander to Riley to Alexander again.
Riley needs to get himself more involved in his game so that we can see some of his talents.
Hospitalis. Aaron passed there. I think he meant to go for Ramdin. Ramdin and him definitely not on the same page. And this is St. Rose. Busy little striker, St. Rose, isn't he?
Yes, St. Rose, one of the top scorers in the league for the last couple of years. He's shown himself to be a quality finisher when he gets the chance in front of goal.
Well, he's giving this defense some work today. This is Chase, and it's St. Rose again lost his marker. But the ball goes straight through to Fernandez. Fernandez plays wide to Frontin. Jackie again. Loads of space for Jackie. Great outlet pass to Ramdin. Ramdin takes it really well. Not able to get past Thomas. Thomas standing like a rock, Alvin.
Yes, he's a quality defender. Ramdin didn't seem to make up his mind exactly how he was going to pass this outstanding defender. I thought he should have taken him for a run. Let's see what pace he has for the big man. And didn't quite see what Ramdin was trying on that occasion.
Foul call by the referee. It's a foul on, that's Alexander, that's Hulk. A big kid, this Hulk.
Yes,
a big kid.
He can handle himself as well, and he can mix it when the time comes.
Jackie to Foster. Foster back to Jackie. Alvin, I love Jackie.
Yes,
I love this kid.
He seems to be a coach's player.
I love this kid. I love this kid.
He's playing to the coach's instructions. Coaches would love players like that who, don't hold on to the ball a lot.
Great skill there shown by Latters.
And carry out the instructions that the coach wants.
Jacob heads clear. He gets clear. He tries to get Nanton into it, and it's taken there by Pantor. South has quite some territorial advantage. Not able to play that final ball, but not losing possession, Alvin.
To me, that has been the problem with both the top South teams that I saw this year, both Presentation and Naparima. I thought both of them in the middle of the field, defensively and in the middle of the field, a lot of possession, but the cutting edge was lacking. Perhaps more Presentation more than Naparima, but from both of them I didn't see enough quality finishing, enough quality thrust in the final third.
Totally agree with you there, Alvin. Totally agree with you. This is Boney. Finally gets some room to play in. He plays Riley out wide. Riley looking to cross. Not a good cross again from Riley.
No, and Riley is one of the players what we said has the ability to cross the ball well. He didn't quite show it there. He needs to get into the game some more. Riley is a player who has the tools to be able to play at a higher level. We haven't quite seen it yet in this game.
Corner taken there by Riley. definitely a height advantage when you look at the players in the box with the North team. North players are way taller.
Yes, those two stoppers, Stokes and and Thomas.
Bonaparte and Spicer, they ain't short guys.
No, all of these players are easily 6 foot and over, and a decided advantage for those floated balls.
Frontin trying to play Williams. Williams trying to put it down there for Ramdin. Referee calls a foul. Good position for a ball. Good position for a nice ball to be played into that danger area.
Going on and coming off and can also return on the field of play.
Well, everybody has walked away and they've left Boney. We do know that Boney has quite a shot on him.
Yes.
Let's see the confidence in his ability. I think it was a poor free kick, Alvin. Poor free kick.
It didn't do anything. It wasn't a strike on goal and wasn't a pass to anybody.
And because of that, and this is Spicer, wrong decision. Wrong decision. I think that's the wrong decision. There was St. Rose in the frame of the goal. I think if he rolled it across, I think it could have been 1-0, Alvin.
Yes, a dangerous ball coming across the 6-yard box, the goalkeeper has to make a decision. Shall I go out to try and smother this ball, or should I stay in my goal? The ball did neither. It was, as they say, a cross-come shot. I wasn't sure if it was truly a cross or was it a shot. It looked like a shot that he tried, but didn't quite get a hold of it. And as you say, the wrong decision on this occasion.
Crossfield ball there from Pantor to Frontin. Frontin trying to play Ramdin. Ramdin tussling there. This is Frontin coming in, trying to play Boney in. It's a strong tackle coming in there from Thomas. This is Ramdin again. Ramdin playing wide to Frontin. Boney's on the ground. The play continues, and it's out now. Very, very, very strong tackle coming in there from Thomas.
Yes, and Boney seems to have stretched a little extra, possibly his groin, in trying to retrieve that ball. And it will be interesting to see if he can continue.
Well, kudos must go out to Naparima College. I think in the 5 years of the Premiership, I think Naparima has gotten the title on 3 occasions. Presentation 1 and 1 to Shiva Boys. Kudos must go out to the Naparima College staff.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, Jerry Moore has already won 3 consecutive East Zone Intercol titles. You have some good coaches on hand here today, Alvin.
Yes, but let's talk a little bit about Naparima. Naparima has done well over, I would think, the last 20, 25 years. Their program seems to be the one that has shown the most consistency over the years. And to be triple champions on 2 separate occasions within the last 5 years, that's an unbelievable achievement. And,
no easy feat. No
easy feat. Those of us who have coached would know that anytime you try even to repeat as a champion, everybody's gunning for you. And Naparima always seems to have bullseyes on them when they come out to play.
Alexander White, Foster. Foster looking forward. That's Angus Eve signaling to the referee for Boney to come back on. And the referee says that he can enter now. Alexander White again to Foster again. It's with Boney. Boney turning forward. Playing inside to Ramdin. Ramdin fouled there by Bonaparte. Ramdin coming all the way in from the opposite flank, getting a foul. I don't know if that's what Angus Eve would want, but apparently it's a switch.
Well,
apparently Ramdin and Riley has switched.
In the last few games that I saw that Naparima played, Ramdin was almost at the number 10 position for quite a while. I like to see him in wider positions, and especially wide, inverted wide, coming down the right side and being able to come in on his left foot to get a shot. And I'd like to see him be in wide positions because I think that's where he's much more creative.
Well, Coach Angus Eve has made a switch. Ramdeen Riley has gone to left. Ramdeen is in behind Boney, and this is the number 11, which is Williams. He's now outside right. So here's Riley. Let's see if that switch is going to bring Riley more into the game, Alvin.
Yes, he was out of the game quite a lot. Even Sean Cooper brought Riley into the number 10 position in the latter half of this season to be able to free him up and use some of the skills that he has, especially when the ball wasn't coming to him as often as it should.
The number 20, which is the left back for North, who is Jacob, is no slouch either. I think he's manhandling these players out left here, but let's see if Williams can make some inroads. That's fronting, trying to find Riley. Riley caught a bit on his heel. It's Jackie again cleaning it up. Alexander trying it from distance, not able to trouble Poon Lewis.
That's a little ambitious. That's
very ambitious.
It's greater than 40 yards away.
Very
too ambitious.
Very ambitious
for somebody of Jake.
Alexander's again on Boney.
Yeah.
Alexander is like a shirt on Boney today, yeah. Alvin. Not giving him any room at all.
Yes.
Nanton. No, that's Koyat. Koyat to St. Rose, into Jacob. This is Bonaparte. Bonaparte playing back to Koyat. He has... It's wide again with... This is Bonaparte. Forward to Jacob. And still not able to beat that first man with that cross, Alvin.
Yeah. What I would like to see some of them do is, instead of just crossing the ball, try and come with some kind of a fake or dribble so that you create a little space.
Variation, yes, yes.
You create some space or some separation from the defender before the ball goes across.
Yes, Alvin, very well said. Thomas with the throw-in. Quite a throw. Looking to get room for himself there would have been Nanton. That's the first we've seen any sort of speed or drive from Riley, and he's fouled. Yeah. Hospital is trying to take it quickly. It's wide here with Williams. Foster on the overlap. Williams chooses to go inside and back there with Alexander. Alexander, he's known as the Hulk in Presentation College.
And I could see why, and he's been living up to his name a lot this season.
Ramdeen there with those quick feet. Plays wide to Fontaine. Fontaine playing Riley. Riley back to Jackie. Jackie looking to play a cross-field ball there. Jacob cuts it out. It's with Spicer. Spicer looking to play inside to Nanton. And this is the Hulk. Back again. Cleaning it up. It's with Panto. Panto plays Fernandez. Fernandez goes cross-field to Hospitales. Fronting. Back to Hospitales. Game has slowed a bit. We're getting varied speeds in the game, Alvin.
Yeah, well, it's
took up a bit, slowing back down now.
It's very hot weather out there, so I'm sure they definitely are not going to be going at full pelt. Perhaps we might see a little more pace in the second half. But the players should know that they're not out there for the full 90 minutes, so they should be giving it all they got. We should be seeing a little faster tempo from a number of these players, especially in transition.
What a pass there from, that's Nanton. Outside the boots, trying to bring Spicer into it. Spicer not able to hold on to it. And substitution. Poon Lewis is off. And Camacho is on.
Yeah, Camacho, the Fatima goalkeeper, had quite an outstanding season. His team didn't do well. They were relegated, but he
was the shining light.
The shining light of that
He
team.
was the shining light.
And on a number of occasions when his team should have lost, including the game against Presentation in South here,
He kept
kept them in it all the time and came away with a draw.
Had a really good season. That's Camacho. And Alexander in midfield playing wide fronting. Fronting to Hospitales. South is looking to make a substitution. It's J.C. Paris of St. Benedict's. I don't know who you think, but I'm thinking Riley. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking Riley.
If we had to go on the way the play has gone, Riley would probably be the person that the coach would do if this was a competitive match. But I'm not saying
Riley or
in a
Williams,
match
number 11. I'm thinking Riley or Williams.
I think he's gone with Williams.
He's gone with Williams. So J.C. Parias is on for Williams. First substitution for South.
Kevon Williams being replaced by number 9, J.C. Paras.
Camacho playing short to Thomas. Thomas is having a hell of a game today.
39 minutes into
Hell of a game today, Al.
I have seen Thomas on quite a few occasions, and I think that he is one who's ready to be looked at the next level.
St. Rose coming short and he drops it to Nanton. Nanton making loads of space for himself, has loads of space to drive, and a poor decision again.
Yeah,
Alvin, a poor
these players seem
decision
to
again.
be over ambitious, trying to beat quality goalkeepers from more than 30 yards out. Even when the ball isn't quite running in the run-up play. So I don't quite understand why these shots are coming from far. This is a chance for a shot, and he didn't quite get hold of it then.
I'm not seeing that drive and that killer instinct in that last third, Alvin.
And that has been the problem with a number of the junior players in Trinidad and Tobago, not only this year, but in the last several years.
It's with South, it's with Pantor. It's in midfield with Jackie. Jackie back to Pantor. And Pantor bringing it forward, looking to play a crossfield ball. He goes crossfield to trying to bring Frontin into it. Frontin fights for it there, takes it off of Chase, and it's with Ramdin. Ramdin making inroads down that side. Loses out. Bonaparte turns, he plays Koyat. Koyat handles it really well. It's with Stokes. Stokes. This is Thomas. Out to Sween. And Sween plays a bad ball there, and it's out of touch. Throwing for South. This is Boney. Boney to Alexander. Alexander turns. Looking to play Boney back in. It's Canny, no.
Not a bad ball.
Very well read by Camacho also.
Very well read, and another bad ball outside of his foot. Got it into space, and if Camacho wasn't sharp, there probably would have been a chance on goal.
Well, it's a tale of bad final balls and poor decision making in that last third.
Yeah.
But a lot of fight. We're getting a lot of fight in midfield. Ramdin not able to keep it in, and it's out for a throw-in for North. This is Sween.
We have to give the players some credit. Many of them have not played with each other, and sometimes it's a little difficult when you just start a game, probably 15-20 minutes in the game. You should be expecting to show by then that you know what's going on. But it's often very difficult if you haven't played with players to get accustomed to what they like and what they would like to do.
Well, I think in the build-up play, I think the South team is more assertive out of the back. In midfield, you're seeing quite a tussle between Bonaparte, Koyat, and Nanton with Alexander Jackie. So Riley has now gone in behind Boney. So Riley has been moved around quite a bit, Alvin.
Yes, he's trying to find space. He's trying to get into this game. And I don't mind that too much. If you're not in the game, it's important that somehow you look to try and get into it, but already keeping the shape.
This looks dangerous here from Spicer. And very good position in there from Fernandez.
Yeah, Spicer did well to get it on his left foot and got that shot off. But Fernandez was up to the task and had it covered completely. Spicer had an outstanding season for St. Mary's. He's one of the players who had a decent year last year and probably as good a year this year. I think he was perhaps St. Mary's outstanding player and helped save them from relegation this year.
Well, it's an errant ball forward from Jacob. It falls to the feet of Panto, who plays Foster. Foster plays in midfield to Alexander. Alexander goes wide to Fontaine. Fontaine plays Hospitalis. Hospitalis looking for someone. He plays Ramdin. Ramdin back to Hospitalis. Into Boney. Boney drops it there for Ramdin. Ramdin comes around to Alexander. Alexander drives. Looking to play a cross-field ball. And it's cut out by Sween. Sween plays it down there to Chase. Chase plays Nanton. Nanton turns, trying to play Koyat in a little backward of him, but nevertheless he cleans it up and trying to bring Jacob in. Parias doing a good job there coming back. And
yes, he read the run of Jacob. In fact, I thought Jacob should have taken off a lot sooner. He read his run and he was able to track him and prevent him getting the ball in the attacking third. There goes Spicer again. He has some quick feet and
some very close control, Alvin.
Yes, very good, and a decent left foot as well.
Trying to get past his man, earns himself a corner for North, and so it's going to be Spicer with the corner, and has some whip on it, Alvin, and it falls to, this is Thomas. Thomas trying to bring his defensive partner into it, an errant shot, and that's the halftime whistle, Alvin.
Well, not a bad game for an all-star game. We saw a lot of decent midfield play, especially from the north midfield, south midfield from Jackie especially, and Alexander. Two of them, I think, did quite well in the midfield. Both defenses weren't really troubled as much as we'd like them to be troubled. Let's hope we see a lot more attacking play and a lot more intensity in the second half when substitutes come on.
Well, catching the eye in this first half for South, I think it would be Jackie and Fernandez in goal. And for North, that defense looks impenetrable.
Yes, they didn't put a foot wrong. Two central backs, Stokes and Thomas, were marshalling that defense. And Corriat looks like he's a comfortable player on the ball in midfield with some good vision as well.
Well, that's the half here at the Manny Ramjan Stadium, All-Star Sunday. We have 45 minutes of football coming up for you all. Please stay tuned.
And the second half has started. We've seen quite a number of changes. We'll bring you up to date on those changes in a moment. But Jabari Gray, one of the changes for the South team, comes out to collect, and he has distributed the ball to the right side. Errant pass, and North are now in possession. And let's see if in this second half we'll see increased intensity of the play, and as the weather cools and players continue to try to show their wares to the coaches in the audience.
Well, Alvin, we're hoping for a better second half, and I'm thinking with the changes, boys would want to show their worth and much faster going forward this half. And this is Parias. Camacho reads it really, really well. If he had missed, Alvin, Parias would have been in on goal.
And it's not over yet because he has a chance. You should have taken it, yes. Oh,
that's Ramden.
Who am I to know?
That's Ramden hitting it back and hitting it into the back of the net. That's Mark Ramden, and it's 1-0 for South. I thought he could have taken it a little earlier.
Yes, I thought he had lost the opportunity to take it, similar to what I saw from Mo Salah yesterday. But who am I to know? They still put it in the back of the net, and on both occasions a goal was scored, and this was well taken goal by Ramden. The game needed a goal, and we've gotten it very early.
It's a well taken finish too, Alvin. Low across the goalkeeper into that far corner. Number 17, this is this is Darwent.
Luke Darwent, a Fatima player, had quite a decent season playing in midfield for Fatima.
Jackie is still there. He's playing Beckles, it seems to be. Peru's playing to Foster. Foster out wide. Parias with loads of space again, if he can play that final ball. And a little too early, I think, Alvin, but easy for the North defense.
Yes, they read that situation quite well. And I'm seeing now, as you said, the pace has definitely quickened. The goal probably will help even more. And we are in for, I think, a very good second half, because the North would not want the South to have the better of them on this occasion. Ball is still in the North possession. They play a ball up front, looking for Boyce.
Ronaldo Boyce is on for the North team, and we know that he can be a handful.
Yes, Boyce, one of the outstanding forwards for the Samoa team, and as a goal scoring forward in the college league this year. The midfields for both teams have changed quite a bit. We see now Brewster is in the midfield as well for the North team, along with Darwin. So we should see a different style of play and quality of play from the two of them.
With some fresh legs, I hope the speed takes up. Try to play cross field. That's Panto reading it well. Panto has gone across the right wing back. Foster has been put inside the partner Hospitales. This is Beckles trying to drop it into that last post, Alvin. Almost caught Jabari Gray out.
He has been a tricky player. Ali Beckles, St. Anthony's have had him for quite a few years, and he has caused no end of trouble to defenses in the college league last year and this year.
Offside is the call from the linesman on the far side. Cowie, the big number 5, has been brought into partner Thomas, and Cowie looks as though he's even bigger than Thomas is.
Yes, Cowie is a big player, big man. He marshaled the St. Anthony's defense this year and was the quality defender for St. Anthony's for the season.
Well, as a corner for South, we have Ramdin on the ball. Looks to be an outswinger. Foul on Foster there, or by Foster, and it's Cowie looking to take a free kick now for North. Cowie chooses to go long. No one in particular. It's headed down there by Headley. Fronton has been brought into midfield by Coach Angus Eve. Headley again. Peru's cleaning it up, playing back to Headley. Headley playing back to, this is Foster. Foster has been brought in from right back, Alvin. And Panto has been put in that right wing back position.
Yes.
Peru's playing back to Panto. Panto back to Foster. Foster, no one in particular. Peru's, Jackie. Hospitales. North wins it and they're coming forward. It's lost already. It's Ramdin. Ramdin tries a flick. It's back with North. This is Darwin. Darwin trying to play Beckles in. Not able to do so. Hans, says the referee.
Too many quick changes of possession there for my liking. We need to settle it down. Let's get 2 or 3 passes together in the middle of the field before we look for those through balls. The killer through balls, too many of them trying to hit killer through balls in between the defenses, in between the lines when they're not quite on.
Well, this is another tall kid in the form of McLeod standing behind it. Everyone has moved, so let's see what he has. Tries to play a short one in. Hospitales reads it well, and it's back with, this is a Jackie on the opposite team. Hysen plays Lions. Good interchange. Not a good final ball again, and it's with Panto. Panto plays Fronton. Fronton knocks down for Parias. Parias has a quick turn of feet, Alvin. Not a bad cross there.
Yeah, that's an excellent cross. I thought that the ball should have been attacked a little bit earlier, a little more conviction. That was an excellent cross into a very good area.
Trying to find Ramdin, and it's headed away by Lions.
South definitely seems to have come out the gate a lot faster than the North team in the second half and continue to put on the pressure. Let's see if they can get a second goal here.
Ramdin with that corner. Not able to be that man at the first post. Frontin. Back to Ramdin. Tries a little shimmy. This is Boyce all the way back in defense. Giving up a throw-in. Not able to make his mind up. Is Boyce there, Alvin?
Well, oftentimes they say forwards should not be in the back trying to make too many decisions. And that was one of the occasions where we saw where that is true.
That was one of the occasions. So Thomas is out and Lyons is in. And Stokes is out.
Both Thomas and Stokes.
Cowie is in.
Yeah, both Thomas and Stokes, who were outstanding in the first half, in the central defense, and they weren't really pressured. They're now out, and we've seen 2 new central defenders
Well,
for the North team.
the 2 guys who came out were 2 mountain of men, and the 2 guys who came in looks to be 2 mountain of men also. So North seems to be very well taken care of in that area. Errant pass there, it's with Frontin. Try to play a 1-2 with Ramdin. Ramdin playing back Frontin. Looking to play Parias. Parias just mistimed his jump. And Peruz with a shot from on top of the box, just wide. I think Alvin, he had enough time to take it and try to hit the target.
Both Parias did an excellent cross. I thought Parias never attacked the ball as well as he should. And there was a lot of time to be able to take that shot and make sure that he hit it with the right technique, so it would have been on the frame of goal.
Peruz. Beckles using that turn of foot. And Boyce and Darwent look as though they went to sleep there, Alvin.
One of them should have been able to get that ball. If not Boyce in the middle of the field, Darwent at the far post should have been breaking his neck to try to get a footing on that attempt on goal. There's a chance, a beautiful ball across the face of the 6-yard box, across goal, and one of them should have been able to at least get a 2 on that. Let's see if South could collect themselves again and get another strike going forward. They seem to be moving the ball a lot better. There have been some changes in players and changes in positions as well, but they continue to dominate the possession. Here's North on a chance now.
Trying to play that into the box there to Boyce. Boyce not able to keep it for himself. It's cleared away there by Foster. J.C. Parias finds Ramdin. Ramdin is coming forward, using that turn of foot. That's great defending there, Alvin.
Yes, if he didn't make that tackle, Ramdin would have been away, heading into the area and going onto his left foot, where we know he can cause a lot of problems.
Out left for North now, it's Guy. Out at right, it's Hyson. So now we have a complete change of the entire defense and midfield for North.
Good ball and good change of direction for Darwin. They're not able to get Boyce in. Another chance and possession, and they go back. This is Brewster on the ball at present.
Beckles trying to play Brewster in, not able to do so. Throwing for North. The entire 11 has been changed for North. The entire 11. It's a totally new 11 for North.
Well, that's one way of doing it, so that
and now there's a second change with the goalkeeper.
Yeah, it's
Substitution for the North Toledo. It is Jacob Camacho being replaced by Emmanuel John.
Initially, I had seen 2 goalkeepers chosen for the North team, but difficult to play 3 goalkeepers in a game, but so that you can see all of them properly. But it seems that they're trying, and everybody has gotten a chance in the goalkeeping area in North to show themselves.
Well, it's John in, so let's see what John can bring. Parias, this is Kawi, and John has his first touch of the game. Dumps one upfield, looking for Beckles. Foster is on Beckles. He drops it for Darwin, not able to hold on to it. Gives it away again here now to that's Sutherland. Goes back inside to Beckles. Some neat footwork, but then The shot was blocked by Headley, and it went straight into the hands of that's Jabari Gray.
But
new
the idea
goalkeeper
was
for
good.
South.
It looked like he was looking to curve it into the far corner. The idea was good after some, as you said, neat preparatory footwork. And that's what we want to see. Let's see if you're thinking on your feet and while you're heading into the attacking areas of the field.
That's a hell of a turn there by Ramdin.
Yes,
the defender was able to recover. I'm thinking Ramdin should have used his speed and burst into that space, but not able to do so. That's Gray reading it really well and thumping it outfield. Parias putting some pressure on Cowie. Jabari Gray is actually the national beach volleyball first choice goalkeeper.
Okay.
So he has international experience at beach volleyball level.
I see a big toss-up in the future, yes, and a great choice for the future national coach, because I see now there's some good young goalkeepers in the Pro League, and now a bunch of about 4 or 5 young goalkeepers who, to me, could blossom into quality national goalkeepers in future.
Yes, Alvin.
Emmanuel John being one of them, former Trinity East goalkeeper, was on the Sawa nets this year, and one of the main reasons that Sawa continued to do well in the tail end of the season.
And it's with Jackie. Jackie's trying to play Parias. Parias drops it wide here, and he's going to take on his man. Some good footwork with Parias. Some good footwork again. And I thought he should have gone for the curler instead of just putting his laces through it. But
the combination play was quite good. Parias with a neat flick to try to get him back in possession. Those are the kinds of things that you have to try in and around the edge of the area. When you succeed, you get a chance, a quality chance on goal. This time he wasn't able to get it on frame, but he got a decent shot off.
Well, that's Boyce. Boyce playing back there now to Guy. Guy coming forward, trying to play Boyce again. Boyce not able to hold on to it. It's Pantor. Pantor going all the way back to Gray. Has Hospitalis in support. Hospitalis wanting to go forward, changing his mind, going forward again. I think this is trying to play Omri Bed. And my man of the match so far, not wanting to be biased, but
I think you think Jackie is by far the best player you've seen on the field.
I think Jackie has been playing from the first whistle.
Minute 1. And he is again.
His intensity has never dropped.
And he is always in a lot of space and bringing people into play.
I think he's a great player for the future. Followed closely by Ramdin, of course.
Yes, the goal always helps when you're choosing a man of the match. Ramdin has really shown the qualities of his quick feet and his dribbling ability. He has a chance for Beckles.
Sutherland playing a cross-field ball for Beckles. Beckles
lost possession.
Not able to keep it
Yeah.
as close as he would like. Easy work there for Foster at the back. This is Headley, St. Benedict's College boy. Hospitalis going wide to Panto. Panto screening his man, playing Foster. Foster plays wide to Ramdin. Ramdin, this is Fontaine. Fontaine not able to keep it in. And it's a throw in for North. It's going to be thrown in there by Guy. Guy looking for Boyce. Boyce looking to play, that's McLeod. Beard putting pressure there. Heisen now to...
That's Brewster.
This is Brewster. Trying to find that one, not able to. This is Sutherland. Sutherland trying to play one in there to Beckles. It's going to fall to Boyce. No. Pantor read it well.
That's one of the things that Boyce does a lot. Uses
he fouls a lot.
Size and to try and play himself in, and he definitely is using the wrong method to try and get his man off the ball.
Feroz is at the back there. He looks for Hospitalis. Hospitalis. Calm, easy build up from South. I think in the secondary school football league, I think Jabari Gray is the best on his feet.
Yes, if you had to say goalkeepers who are quality with their feet, Jabari Gray definitely, in my opinion. The two goalkeepers right now on the field, I think are the two best goalkeepers that I've seen in the college league this year. Although Fernandez had an excellent season for Naparima, I still rate these two just above the two that we saw in the first half. Their seasons may not have been as prolific, but if you look at them over the course of 2-3 seasons, that's what I've been talking about.
Well, it's with Nord, it's with Boyce. This is, and Jabari Gray has his first save to make, and almost getting there is Beckles. Gray cleaning it up on the second attempt. Gray loves to use the feet. He doesn't like to throw, I realize. Ramden swiveling and coming out of tight areas. Coach Angasif is making sure that he gets the full dose of Ramden today.
Well, a number of schools I know are interested in Ramden, and he is one of the players who quite a number of the coaches are looking at. Those are the qualities that are difficult to get in teams from the U.S. players, unless you're going into the ethnic groups in the U.S. community. And Ramden has those qualities of quick feet, quick thinking, and dribbling ability that the U.S. coaches like.
Well, it's with Curry there. Lions out wide to Guy, trying to play Boyce in. Boyce using that big strong shoulder of his, trying to play Dawant, not able to. It's going out of play on the far side, throwing to North. Well, the tempo has definitely taken up a bit, Alvin.
These players know that it's only 45 minutes that they're going to play. The coaches have to be able to see some of the things that they can do on and off the ball, and so they should be going at full pelt and not holding back anything.
Brewster, good use of the feet, good use of the body. Trying to play Beckles, not able to. Beard not able to turn. Headley almost losing out there. It's back with Gray. Panto. Parias trying to knock it down to Fontaine. Brewster cleaning it up. Lions. No, that's Boyce.
Well read by Ramden.
Wonderful change of speed from Ramden.
Yeah.
Cowie is a mountain of a man. Cowie shows some really, really good defensive skill there from Cowie.
Yeah.
Dawant. Cleaned up there by Peters. Gray has loads of confidence in his distribution ability with his feet. And this is Foster.
That's a very good ball. Very good ball. And it's
Parias. Brewster cleaning up again. Sutherland playing a crossfield ball to... I'm thinking that Beckles thought maybe he was offside.
On that occasion.
He didn't go for it.
But Panther had a chance in possession in the area, foreign area for space for him, and didn't know quite what to do with it to try and get his shot off.
This is Headley. Looking to try to play Ramden in. Not able to. McLeod trying to send Brewster forward. Or Beckles. Beckles holding on to it. Plays Dawant. Dawant playing Beckles, and Beckles. My word! My word, Alvin. Alvin, my word.
Great goal. Hailey Beckles, a goal scorer of quality, and showed everybody in this stadium today that he has a quality right foot and a quality strike. He will be thinking about that one for years, and so will Jabari Gray.
Alvin, it looked as though there was no danger, but the quality of the strike was great. It was a great strike, top far corner. Jabari Gray caught out from 35 yards.
Dexter, this reminds me of yesteryear when we saw players strike from those areas on a regular basis. And this is one of the few times that I have seen such a quality strike from a young player. And I'm very impressed by the quality of that goal today.
Very good technique there from Beckles, and the score is now 1-1, Alvin. I'm thinking that we're going to get some more pep in the step.
Well, no team here today will want to give it up so easily, so North is back in it, and here they go again.
Sutherland crossfield ball to Beckles. He drops it to Boyce. This looks to be McLeod, and everybody seems to want to have a go at Gray.
Well, once they've seen one, they feel that it's on, and Jabari Gray may have a busy rest of the afternoon here today.
Well, the sun is dipping. It's not as hot as when it started. So we should definitely see some more energy from these players.
We have seen a good overall all-star game. First half, some quality midfield play and defensive play. We've seen a lot more better attacking play and transition play in the second half with this group of players. So overall, it has been a decent all-star game.
Well, it's with Foster. Back to Gray. Gray looking to play long, and he's looking for Baird. It's knocked out of play there by Guy. And it's a throw-in on the far side for South. This is Foster.
I think Riley is back on the field.
Riley is back on the field. Hospital is trying to go over the top to bring Baird into play. Goalkeeper reads it well. This is Boyce holding it up. Fantastic hold-up play there from Boyce. Brewster looking to play Sutherland. Goes inside. He has Dawant. No, this looks to be McLeod. Boyce out to Guy. Guy coming forward. Plays a nice little dink in there. Poor final ball again, Alvin.
Yeah, so Dawant was in an excellent position if that ball had come across the goal. Very good run here. Let's see if he reads it. He reads it well.
Well read.
Well read by Emmanuel John.
Well read by the
and
goalkeeper.
smothered it quite easily.
Excellent on his feet also. Manuel John. It's Parias. Parias trying to play. Hyson reads it well. Not able to keep it in play though, and it's going to be a throw-in for the South All-Stars. Hospitalis. Hospitalis is the only man that hasn't been substituted. So finally Fronton is off and Alexander is back on the Hulk. And it's a throw-in for South.
That's a substitution for the South Central team. Leaving the field of play. Podero's from team number 8 being replaced by number 6 Akil Jacob.
And we must tell our viewers that the substitution rule is so that the coaches have the freedom of playing players. So it's substitutes on the fly, and players who may have come off can come back on, so that the coaches have the freedom to stick to their formations, to making it a little easier for them to play.
Yes, Alvin. The purpose of the match is so that coaches can see as much players as possible. This is Guy. What a cross. Back across again. Nobody able to latch onto it. Beckles.
Beckles is a handful around that box. He always seems to be looking with an eye for goal.
Very quick feet too. Alvin.
Very quick feet, and he's looking to get off his shot at a moment's notice.
So we're going to have a corner on the far side for North. Jabari Gray giving some instructions in his defense. And it's floated in there. And Gray comes, he's not able to hold on to it. Wide here, this seems to be solid on. It's Boyce is at the last post, and Boyce headed over the bar.
Should have done better. Should have done better. He had Gray in trouble. Was a very good ball to the back post, and that should have been on the frame and under the goal. He had time. The ball wasn't where he had to really stretch for it, and he has to put that one on frame.
Tried to knock it down into the last post with a bit of a looping header and not able to do so. Sutherland, this Brewster. Brewster, good use of the body there. Good turn again. Boyce winning that battle there with Hospitalis. I'm not sure.
I think the Brewster's unlucky there.
Yeah, I'm not
the
sure.
Two players clashed into each other, and I think
sure
Brewster should have been on his way. That doesn't look like a foul.
Doesn't look like a foul to me.
The two South players fouled each other, it looked like.
Looked as though Headley and Hospitalis got themselves in a tangle. Hospitalis, wide to Headley. Coming forward, trying to play Riley. Riley not able to hold on to it. It's back with Hospitalis. He plays it down here now to Headley again. This is Peters. Peters inside to Peruz. Peruz tripping over it. It's won there by Dawant.
Come referee, that the quality of the refereeing seems to have dipped a little. That should have gone the other way, I thought.
A bit confused by that call. Definitely confused by that call.
And so does Alexander. He doesn't like how they call either and kick the ball away.
This is Cowie. Cowie playing a nice little chip ball there into the box, looking for, can it fall to Boyce? No. Gray reads it well. Trying to distribute now to Riley. Riley playing a ball there to Alexander.
Lovely touch by
Wants
Riley.
to send Parias on his way. And that's a foul there by Hyson.
And a card should be coming out here. Despite the fact it's an exhibition game, you should show the players when they have fouled to give them a yellow card. Look like the referee didn't walk with his yellow cards this afternoon.
Well, let's see. It looks to be Boney back in for, this is Parias again. Parias is off and Boney is back in. So both coaches going for the kill.
And And leaving the field of play.
I think Parias had a very good impact.
Yes,
Had a very good game.
he had a good little stint, and he may be one of the players I think returning to school next year. So we should see a lot of him next year as well.
Some of these free kicks, Alvin, has left a lot to be desired. I think that kids are being a bit overambitious at times.
Yeah. Well, we know the coaches have not practiced any significant dead ball situations, but the players themselves, they should be able to work things out so that they know what are the free kicks that will be successful and something that should not be tried. And we saw too many free kicks this afternoon that were going nowhere.
Throw in for South, it's with Headley. Headley is going to throw forward, looking for Riley. Riley doesn't challenge. This is Peters. Jumps on head. McLeod. Perus. Winning that battle there was Beckles. This is Headley again. Playing forward into nobody in particular. It's picked up by Cowie. Cowie's driving forward with that big frame and not playing anyone in particular. Some errant passes there.
Yeah, but Cowie himself, your defender coming forward, do the simple thing and give the ball off to your midfield player, wide midfield player. Could easily have been put in possession there.
Well, Hyson wins that battle there with Boney. And throwing for South, it's with Headley. Boney holding on to it and playing inside to Perus. Perus is going to play wide now to Foster. Foster not controlling it well and is playing back to Perus there. Going back to all the way back to Gray. This is Hospitalis. Looks to be taking some chances at the back there, Alvin.
Not in that area. That's a dangerous area to be taking those chances with two attacking players ready to pounce on it, and a chance easily created from the middle of the D. That's not the area that you want to be caught in possession.
Cowie looks inside trying to find Boyce and
Beckles.
This is Darwan. Boyce and Beckles.
Yes.
Always seems to be looking at that last post.
Beckles is somebody who looks for the crumbs that may fall from Boyce getting into tangles with some of the defenders. He's smart enough to realize that when you come up against Boyce, some crumbs may be available, and Beckles is there to try and tidy up often.
Hospitalis, Peters, Headley. Headley plays into the feet of Riley. Riley sends Alexander through, but is not able to hold on to it. If he waited a bit, Alvin, I think that maybe he might be able to latch on to it, but pass was a little too forward. That's Boyce flicking there to Beckles. Beckles, a handful for Foster again. And he went to the first post, Alvin. I thought he should have gone to the last post.
Well, from that angle, probably yes, but he may have seen something that we couldn't see from up here. And I actually had my first thought that it was in the net. But Beckles has been a handful. He's found a wide ball on the outside there, cut his way inside, got inside his man, and let loose. And my first thought that here's Beckles scoring a double.
Hospitalis looking to go long, read by Cowie. Hyson tussling with Boney. And Hyson comes out with it. Brewster there. Alexander fouling Brewster. Quickly taken, no. Referee says take it again. It's with Cowie.
Cowie is really a big man.
Cowie is a monster of a kid.
For this age.
Monster of a kid. Great physical presence and quite some height.
Yes.
Lions is not a small guy either.
There's some big players at the secondary school level.
Beckles, and this is Guy going forward. Turning Foster inside out. And Brewster not able to hold on. It's cleaned up there by Hyson. This is Sutherland. Brewster again, Dawant. Dawant looking to play wide to Guy. Guy has loads of room. Can he drop a ball in the box? And
decent cross, Jabari Gray.
Gray comes through it. He's fouled.
Yes.
And free kick for South.
It was a goalkeeper's cross, not whipped in as with a nice shape as you would like, a forward would like. And the goalkeepers all day, that should be their bread and butter.
So it's with Alexander.
Well, they finally found a way to stop Beckles, is to foul him, because he's been given no end of trouble in the last 15 minutes. And here was another ball that he took under control, about to turn, and was fouled.
Definitely a torn in the side of the South defenders, and we have a free kick here now. This looks to be McLeod. And at first glance, it looks as though Boyce got a slight touch, and it's going to be a back kick for South.
Yes, it was Boyce's touch, although he was calling for a corner. He was the one who touched it last. And the referee wants things done the right way, so he's called a goal kick back.
So partnering Hospitalis at the back now is Cornwall. And Foster is at right. Headley is at left. That's the defense for our South team. Headley tussling there with looks to be Sutherland. Foul on Headley. This is Peters. The number 3 Peters also seems to be quite a large kid.
Well, let's see if we'll get a winner in normal time, or we'll go down to what we've been seeing in South for the last 2 weeks. A lot of kicks from the penalty spot with a lot of drama.
A lot of kicks and a lot of drama. Nicely put. Put it upfield. What a kick, Alvin. What a kick. Boyce tries to be a bit too fancy. It falls to Boney. Boney plays wide to Beard. Beard comes inside. He's looking for Peruz. Peruz now to Jacob. Jacob back to Beard. Looks as though they got in each other way there, but they still are in possession. Cowie cleans up. Not a good outlet ball by Cowie.
Cowie has defended well, but his outlet passing has not been as good as his defensive play in reading the game and cutting out the attacking plays.
This is Beckles going one-on-one here now with, seems to be Hospitalis. I didn't see anything in it, Alvin.
It would have been a soft penalty if given, and not a proper way to end a game like this.
McLeod to Brewster. This is Hyson. Sutherland. Back to McLeod. Not on the same wavelength there. So we take a throw in for South.
I think we might be going down to penalties.
It looks as though it's going to be kicks from the penalty mark.
But it'll be a fast. It has to be quickly taking penalties, because Darkness is descending on us
The light is fading.
right rapidly here at this stadium.
The light is fading.
And I don't know if we have enough light to be able to complete 5 kicks from the penalty spot.
The light is fading. Let's hope we get one in the next 3 minutes, maybe 4. Peters tried to flick there.
Indication from the referee, Michael London. Still 1-1 this time in the boys. All-Star Classic, the South Central.
Brewster.
Northeast Tobago.
The ball is still in play. It's Cowie coming around to clean things up. We understand that it's 2 minutes added on time. Riley plays a neat little drop there to Peruz. Peruz looking to play a crossfield pass to Beard. Beard has Foster on the overlap. Doesn't use him. Turns inside. Showed a little too much to boys. Boys still very, very aggressive in the last minutes of the game.
Yes, he's taking no prisoners. He wants to win this. And he doesn't want the South to get on top. But he has given the South a last chance here. Possibly a last chance with a good taken free kick. Can cause the North team some trouble.
Well, it looks to be do or die. And the goalkeeper read it well. Good punch also. And the counter-attack is on, Alvin. This is Dawant.
Yes,
Looking to play McLeod in.
He played a decent ball in. Let's see what he does
And
here.
he goes past Foster shepherds him all the way. It's a corner.
Good defensive play. And
It
now
looks to be a last chance now for North.
North now
The big guy is up from the back, Alvin.
I would send everybody up.
The big guys for North are coming
I
up from
see
the back.
three players in the back here. No need to have all these players in the back here. Chance to win it. Get inside the box.
Well, the big guys are up. Cowie is there. Boyce is there. And it's a shot there. Great save by Gray.
Great save.
Great save by Gray.
Gray has saved his team.
I don't think he would have seen it.
And Gray wants to go to penalty kicks.
And that brings us
And that's where we go.
Encounter between South Central.
Well, it's 1-1
Tobago combined at the very end of
at the end of regulation time. It's 1-1 here. South All Stars 1. North All Stars 1. Jabari Gray making a timely save there in the last couple seconds of the game.
And the
This
way
match to go to penalty kicks.
and the way I see him lying down on the pitch there, I wonder if he's saying to himself, "Not again, not again."
You're watching ACTN, The Voice. Connect with ACTN The Voice on Facebook or Instagram at ACTN The Voice. ACTN The Voice, your family-friendly station.
We, from those encounters together, and this was a North-South game to open the season.
So the team might be playing well, as we always say with Trinidad and Tobago.
Futsal did that great for me.
Okay, hey everybody. Welcome to another edition of Field of Dreams on ACTN. My name is Steve David. I'm your host.
Let's see if Jabari Gray can repeat. But repeat with a victory this time.
Well, he's going into a different goal this time. It's at the southern end. The previous occasions, it was a previous occasion for him is at the northern end. So let's see if he can get a victory from it. Now,
Well,
Boyce was the
Alvin-
penalty kicker for Samoa, who missed the first penalty kick when Samoa kicked penalties in the intercol final. Let's see if he goes first on this occasion as well.
Well, Alvin, John is no slouch either. Goalkeeper
No,
for
John.
North.
John, for Samoa,
Let's see.
he had some good penalty saves at the time.
Yes.
And it looks like Cowie's going first.
Yes, that looks like Cowie. Cowie is the first man up.
Once again, we want to recognize in this All-Star event the sponsors, Atlantic LNG, Mr. Anthony Roy and Neil Holloway of the Global Premier Soccer, Prestige Holding, KFC, Caribbean Butlers, Trinidad and Tobago Limited, Kiss Bakery Company, International Caterers Limited, Liam's Sandblasting and Paint Company Limited, East Ice Factory, 5-Star Barber Saloon, and the Field of Dreams.
Cowie is the first man up. Looking to put pressure on Jabari Gray and his South team.
I think he will go just to blast this without much finesse.
And it's saved.
And I'm totally wrong. And maybe that's what he should have done.
That's what he should have
That's
done.
what he should have done. Tried to go and finesse it in the back of the net. And Jabari Gray, we already know he's an outstanding shot stopper and he's an outstanding penalty kick saver. And Cowie should have known that.
Cowie tried to go on the ground to his right, but no power.
With no power. And
No power.
to beat Gray, you need to go with definite. You either have to totally confuse him and go and send him the wrong direction, or beat him with definite some power going behind your shot.
Gray is really, really well from penalties. Let's see if John
John is no slouch himself.
no slouch himself.
And let's see what John
Definitely.
does.
This is Foster for South up against John.
A little surprising to me.
And it's saved. The goalkeepers today have decided. The goalkeepers today have decided, Alvin, that we are going to be the heroes.
Well, we've called it from the start that these are two outstanding goalkeepers, and they're just showing us here near the end of this game their shot stopping ability. Both of them are quality goalkeepers. He would want to forget.
This is Lions. Dominic Lyons up against Jabari Gray. And it's a goal. It's a goal.
Well
Good
taken.
power, Alvin.
Well
Good power.
taken penalty.
Well taken.
It was goalkeeper's height, but it was far enough in the corner that Gray couldn't get it.
And the power was good.
Power was good, and North has put themselves one up. Let's see if it can be matched by Alexander here. Emmanuel has these little tricks that he uses to come out and try and put the penalty kicker off. I saw him use it in the intercall as well. It didn't quite work in his favor in the end result, but he often made people miss.
Jacob up against John. And he saves. And he saves, Alvin.
I don't know what Emmanuel John says to these players when he comes out to them. But he tells them something that makes them put the ball so that he can save it.
As we were saying, John is no slouch himself. This is Zion McLeod up against Jabari Gray.
And North will want to put a little more pressure on the South team here by going ahead and making sure that they stay ahead.
Today is a day that the goalkeepers have decided that They are going to be the heroes.
Dexter, I am seeing deja vu here today. This is more of the same. I've seen this over the last 2 weeks and come here tonight to see, come this afternoon to see this again. Penalty shootouts where our players are being thwarted by outstanding goalkeeping.
Our goalkeepers today, they have to dive full length. Some really good saves. This is Hospitalis now up against John. And with this kick, South can level it.
Yes, they can.
Let's see if John can be the hero. And it's a save.
And after the third attempt,
And John is definitely now putting himself in a position to be the man of the match.
Yes, he is.
Alvin.
Outstanding goalkeeping for John. If his team goes on to win this, he will be out front to be the man of this match, to cause the North team to come from behind and to win it.
Alvin, he has made 3 saves consecutively.
Yes.
South is yet to get on to the scorecard from the penalty mark. This is the number 7. And that's Sutherland. Sutherland up against Jabari Gray, and he puts it in the left-hand corner.
That's one of the ways to beat Jabari Gray, try and confuse him and fool him so that he's gone in the wrong direction. If he reads you and he goes in the right direction, oftentimes he will stop that penalty. And this is a very important kick because
if you miss, you're out.
If you miss,
it's over.
It's over.
If John saves, it's over. This is Perus up against John. Alvin, we have the man of the match.
Man of the match. No penalties scored against him.
We have the man of the match.
The man of the match, Emmanuel John.
Alvin, it's a feat. It's a feat.
I totally agree. He is the man primarily responsible for his team winning, and his players have congratulated him and continue to congratulate him as he comes off the field. Excellent goalkeeping by both Jabari Gray, but even more so by Emmanuel John, who never allowed anybody to score on him.
So the North team has won from kicks from the penalty mark with an outstanding performance by Emmanuel John, keeping a clean sheet from the penalty mark, Alvin, and it's just not an ordinary feat. It's 4 consecutive penalties and keeping a clean sheet.
Actually, it's the first time I've seen that.
First time I've seen it also.
Where at any game where there is a high quality game. In fact, even in minor league, I've never seen it as well.
It's definitely the first time I've seen it. Definitely the first time I've seen it. So the North All Stars coming from behind to win. What you thought about the game, Alvin?
I thought overall it was a fairly decent All-Star afternoon. I thought the players themselves outfitted themselves quite well. They were disciplined in their keeping the shape in general, which is not easy to do for people who have just come a few days together to try and play this All-Star game. I thought the defensives perhaps had the better of the play this afternoon. Midfield play was good in parts, and we saw some quality play from Jackie and Ramdeen on the South team, from Panto playing at central and right back as well from South. And from the North team, the 2 central defenders impressed me, Stokes and Thomas, as well as Coriat in the middle of the field. I thought that he looked quite a decent player. And Beckles in this second half showed me that he is the goal scorer of quality that I always thought he would be.
My game changer would be Boyce and Beckles. Those two changes. I think the North team, they got quite more forward thrust. They got way more possession in and around the box. And also the focal point of Boyce being able to play through him. And Beckles never stopped running. The goal was a very well taken goal. And they both look dangerous at all times.
Yeah, Boyce is a nice target player to play the ball up to. He has the ability with his size and strength at this age to hold off people and then bring others into attack. And as a result, you get your midfield going beyond the attacking players and giving some dynamic forward play where defenders have a hard time recovering and trying to keep up with them.
The North defense always stood solid even after the changes, and the North had John on the bench. He wasn't the starting keeper. Poon Lewis was the starting keeper.
Yes, and
he was the third choice.
Yes, but as I said before, Jabari Gray and John, in my opinion, are the head of this group that we saw this afternoon, and it proved to be, in my opinion, even though Fernandez also had a very good season, these two, in my opinion, are a little ahead of the rest of the group. But we have a great young bunch of goalkeepers, some even just ahead of them in the Pro League as well.
Yes,
and Trinidad will be Trinidad and Tobago will be well served in the next several years with goalkeeping talent.
Really, really nice bunch of young goalkeepers. As we see the South team, the runners-up collecting their medals. And for the entire match, Alvin, we were here sitting thinking Jackie or Ramdi. And John just came out of the woodwork and decided to save 4 penalties.
Well, North must be finally happy that they've won something because they've been giving trophies to the South for the last several years, and now they've been able to come and win this All-Star game. They've been probably happy that this has happened, especially in the Southland on their home field.
Well, congratulations to the North All-Stars. Some really outstanding performances. We must say that South made a good game of it, and no one could have come up with the fact that there would have been quite an outstanding performance from Emmanuel John, the goalkeeper, but nevertheless, a good day of football, Alvin.
Dexter, it was nice being here with you today. I enjoyed the game, and I look forward to on other occasions when we could perhaps spend some time talking and watching football together again.
So on behalf of us here from the Emmanuel John Stadium, North All-Stars winning from kicks from the penalty mark, as we sign off and say have a wonderful afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago.
North.
1, 2, 3.